In this video, we're going to look at how to round decimal numbers. You need to be aware of the rules of rounding, which states that when you have 5 or more, you round up, and when you have less than 5, you leave the number as it is. So let's have a look at some examples. First, we're going to look at numbers, and we try to round them to one decimal place. So in my first number, which is 3.263, the 2 is the first decimal place. That means that I'm either going to leave this number as it is or round it up. Now, the number that helps me decide what I need to do is the number after that, which is 6. Okay. Now, because 6 is more than 5, that means I need to round 2 up. So that's going to be 3.3. In the next example, 4 is the first decimal place. So we need to look at 3 to decide whether we need to round up or leave 4 as it is. Now, because 3 is less than 5, we're going to leave 4 as it is. So then the number will be 14.4 to one decimal place. In the next example, 0 is the first decimal place. So we need to look at 7 to decide whether we need to round up or leave 0 as it is. So because 7 is more than 5, we need to round 0 up. So that's going to be 0.1. In the next number, again, 0 is the first decimal place. And then after 0, we've got 1. Now, because 1 is less than 5, we're going to leave 0 as it is. So it's going to be 23.0. Now, because we need to give those numbers correct to one decimal place, we need to write 23.0 and not 23, even though it's the same number. Okay, if we are asked to give our answers to one decimal place, we need to put 23.0. And the last example here, okay, 9 is the first decimal place, okay, and 7 comes after that. Now, because 7 is more than 5, that means we need to round 9 up. Now, when I round 9 up, I get 10, which means I'm going to put 0 here and I need to carry the 1, so that's going to give me 2.0. Now, let's have a look at rounding to two decimal places. Again, the same rules apply. So now I've got 8.7631, okay, and now 6 is the number in the second decimal place, so I need to look at what comes after that. It's 3. Okay, so now I need to decide, is it 5 or more? No, that means that I'm going to keep the number in front of that line as it is, so that's 8.76. The next one, 3 is the second decimal place. I need to look at 7 to decide if I need to round up or not. Now, because 7 is more than 5, I need to round up. Remember that you round up the digit in the second decimal place, okay? And that is 3, so that needs to become 4. Now, okay, 7, okay, is second decimal place, so I need to look at 2. Now, because it's less than 5, I need to leave the number as it is, so that is 20.07. Okay, next one, again, 2 is in the second decimal place. I need to look at what comes after that. Because it's 2, which is less than 5, I'm going to keep the number as it is, so that is 32.02. And the last one, 9 is in the second decimal place. Okay, so I need to look at 5 to decide if I need to round up or not. When we have 5 or more, we round up. So that means that 9 would have to be rounded up. Now that becomes 10, so that means I'll have to have 0 here and then carry the 1. Okay, so that means now 8 will become 9. So it's 1.90. And notice that I need to have two decimal places, so I need to have 90. Okay, it's not enough to put only 9. Okay, even though 1.9 and 1.90 is the same number, when we are asked to give answers to two decimal places, we need to have 2 digits after the decimal point. And now we're going to look at rounding to 3 decimal places. So we need to count. So we've got 9, okay, is your third decimal place. So the number after that is 1. Because it's less than 5, I'm going to keep the number as it is. So that is 13.769. Okay, and then the next one, 7, okay, is the third decimal place. I've got 5 after that. When I have 5 or more, I need to round up. So that means I have to round 7 up, which now becomes 8. In the next one, 9 is the third decimal place. So I need to look at 7. When we have 5 or more, we round up, which means that 7 is more than 5, so we need to round 9 up. Again, that will give you 10, which means that we have to put 0 here and then carry the 1. So that's going to be 12.080. Again, you need that 0 at the end because your answer needs to have 3 decimal places. Okay, in the next example, 2 is the third decimal place. Now we have 4 after that. So because it's less than 5, we're going to keep the number as it is, which is 2.812. And the last example, 9. This 9 is the third decimal place. Now after that, we have another 9. Because it's more than 5, we need to round up. Now this becomes 10, and I carry the 1, okay, which means that this will become 10 as well, and I have to carry the 1, which means now this will become 10 as well, and I have to carry the 1. Okay, so that's going to be 4.000, and I need all those zeros because the answer needs to have 3 decimal places.